Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This pick a card reading is about career and finances. So what we want to do is take a look at career and finance in a month's time. Okay, so we're looking at slightly distant future, but we want to take a look at what the projected energy may be to kind of give you a heads up of what, you know, your money might look like, your financial situation, maybe with career, maybe even personal goal related. Okay, so I have stacks 1, 2, and 3. If you haven't had a chance to meditate to choose a card stack, by all means go to the pinned comment where the timestamps are, as well as in the description box, and you can take as much time as you need to pause where necessary in the beginning of the video. There's a portion of silent meditation there, so again, take as much time as you need in order to choose whatever you feel led to. And if you feel led to pick more than one stack, by all means go ahead and feel free to do that, because intuition is key, right? So if you feel that nudge to pick more than one, by all means, go ahead and pick more than one. So keep in mind, readings are general, so they're not going to apply to everybody watching. Certainly wouldn't expect them to. So many different people out there with different walks of life and experiences, so it can't possibly apply to everybody. But in the event that this particular pick a card does not connect for you, please feel free to check out my pick a card playlist, because I have a bunch of other ones there. You might find another message somewhere in that playlist. And if I'm not the reader for you altogether, that's okay, because there's so many other readers out there in YouTube world. I'm pretty sure someone else has the reading and the messages that you're looking for. So again, readings are timeless, can resonate now, 5 years from now, 7 years from now, it doesn't really matter. It's whenever it's placed into your awareness and you feel that nudge to watch, that's probably when there's going to be a message there for you, okay? So I hope I went over everything. Yeah, pick more than one stack. Readings are general, they're timeless. And don't forget to check out the pinned comment section and the timestamps there and in the description box, because you can go directly where you need to go to meditate and also to choose your stack. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you here, and we are going to go directly into stack number 1. Stack number 1, you chose the Tattoo Tarot. That's what I will be using for you. But before we go ahead and get into the tarot, I do want to grab a card for the upcoming month in regards to career, finances, your money situation. What is that going to look like a month from now? Okay. It says, celebration, you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. All right, that sounds promising. Let's see. Money, career, finances. Let's get 2 cards here in regards to that energy, what that will look like a month from now. Okay, 2 of Swords, and wow, Knight of Pentacles. So you're on the move, maybe after a period of kind of like indecision, non-action, feeling stagnant, right? So if there was anything that kept you kind of like stuck in place or feeling like you can't really make a move or choose which direction you're going to go in, that would be... yeah, that would be why this is here. And then the Knight of Pentacles is basically saying, look, things are going to start picking up the pace. Slowly but surely they will, okay? Knights are all about action, movement, and momentum, right? So even though the Knight of Pentacles is a little bit more grounded, takes slower steps, right? Nonetheless, he makes progress. And then the progress that he does make is definitely something that's much more grounded, stable, and secure, okay? So Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, that could be you, that could be somebody you're dealing with. So right over here, it's like where it felt like you didn't know what to do or where things were going. It was kind of like a timeout energy, like where you can sit with your thoughts. It's like, okay, well, I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere. Like nothing seems to be making any progress or moving. Let me focus on something else, right? Or let me meditate on this. Maybe how can I make progress in my finances, in my career? What can I do differently, right? It's this moment where you sit with yourself with that 2 of Swords and maybe think up something, think up a plan, perhaps, in order to eventually, when the moment is right, take action on it. There is contemplative energy coming from the 2. A lot of times it's because you have a choice to make. So if some of you were debating your financial situation or a career move, perhaps I could understand why you'd be sitting with yourself needing to meditate and contemplate on that. The moon energy is here. So again, it's an energy of uncertainty, maybe not seeing things clearly. And the only way you can discern what is the best course of action for you is sometimes to just take a time out, breathe, meditate, connect with spirit in order to discern and get the answers that you need. But the answers that you need are never really going to come from an external source. They're usually going to come from the heart. Okay, that's why she also has, you know, her arms crossed over the chest there, right? And that's why also the blindfold is over the eyes, because you can't really, you know, and you can't get distracted by the things outside of you. The answers are going to always come from within. So that's why she's blindfolded. She doesn't want to see what's going on around her. She doesn't really care. The answers that she needs are not anything that you can see on a physical level. So anyhow, if you've had that moment where you had to sit with yourself, it kind of feels like you've used it wisely, because now that you sat with yourself, right, we have this energy of the Knight of Pentacles, which is looking to make moves and take action. So this does feel like an Ace of Pentacles here in the middle, and I can't help but think that, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is on the way to receive his just rewards in some way. So I'm looking at the Knight of Pentacles as, yeah, money's going to look good. You're going to have some momentum. Things are going to start to pick up, perhaps in a decision you've made, a career move you've taken, perhaps on some switching things up, perhaps even in the way you handle or budget your finances. Things are going to start to make progress. You might even be able to save a little bit more than you have been with this Knight of Pentacles, okay? This is an energy that is going to dot I's, cross all the T's, budget properly, right? So if you've been thinking of clever ways to do that, again, I could see, you know, you taking action on the things that you have come up with. But it's going to be for the benefit, right, of you and your situation. So it says celebrations are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. So again, it's kind of feeling like some changes in the air. New things are starting to happen for you with the Knight of Pentacles. You're taking steps towards those new things, not shying away from them. It's like, yeah, whatever opportunity comes your way, it's like, throw it at me. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. So it does look good in a month from now for you, and you'll have reasons to celebrate. So maybe even a new job, right? Maybe, I don't know, when things start to pick up again for you after this stagnation or stalemate, right? When things start to pop off, it could be a new job. It could be a promotion. It could be you finding, like I said, clever ways to save money and bank it for a little bit, right? So let's take a look. Let's see if we can get some clarification cards. I'm not quite sure which ones to take. Maybe I'll start with this one. Let's get one card here for your financial situation a month from now. What is that going to look like a month from now? Okay. Oh, yeah, see, look, after moments of hibernation, I was feeling that there was a little bit of a stagnant stalemate energy here from this Two of Swords, but it's like I still feel like you might have used that time wisely, right? So this is saying, yeah, a hibernation period, right? Sometimes hibernation is good. Sometimes moments of rest are good because they replenish us and they get the mind going. They get the creative things going as well. So it's like this does look like the bear has fallen asleep in a seed, right? And now the seed is like trying to sprout roots or grow. So yeah, I don't think this moment of non-action was in vain in any way. It kind of felt productive in a sense that you were coming up with new things, new ideas, and I'm just getting the vibe of like innovative things. So it's like the hibernation was necessary in order for you to get your mind going, in order for you to spark the wheel, right, and get that going, because a lot of times when we don't have that moment of rest, we just fall into routine. So it kind of feels like this was necessary, right, in order to get a fresh perspective on what it is you should do, right? And now that you've kind of thought of something, the seed is ready to root, it's ready to bloom and blossom, right? So let's get a Bob Ross here. 1 month from now, what will that look like? Okay, look at that, 10 of Cups, wow. You really can learn to be wow, isn't that funny? I was just saying you're getting the mind going, right? Look at that, that's the same thing, creative ideas. It says you really can learn to be be creative as you paint. It's like anything else. It just takes a little practice, yeah, or a little patience with yourself even. Takes a little time, right, to get things going. So yeah, I feel like this whole situation was necessary to kind of put you in a creative space where you can sit with yourself and really consider what it is you want to do financially, creatively, career-wise, right? So 10 of Cups is definitely happiness, healthy, happy energy, in a sense that there's fulfillment. So you could be feeling really content with the choices that you're making, or the creative ideas you've even come up with to get the wheel spinning, like I said, right? But yeah, that 10 of Cups could be happy home life, fulfillment in whatever aspect of the heart that you're trying to pursue. But this is definitely good energy, right? And we have this here that's indicating new things are trying to enter your life, right? Probably as a result of the choices and the creative ideas you've put into practice. But not only that, number 10. So something is ending, right, in order to put you on a more happy and emotionally fulfilled path with that 10 of Cups. Okay, so let's get a Making Magic oracle here. Okay. Look at that. Insight. Open the third eye to strengthen intuition. So that's kind of what we were getting at. It's like the quiet moment, or the quiet space of hibernation, the quiet contemplation, or the time you've taken to do so was not in vain. It was actually getting you in touch with insight, with your intuition, with discernment as far as what to do and what would be the best course of action for you. Again, her eyes are covered, right? And it's because she's listening with the third eye, not with the two physical eyes she can see, right? So this is good stuff. This is saying if you're contemplating a choice right now, trust with intuition, you will make the right one, right? So when the time comes to take action, you can move forward with that Knight of Pentacles very confidently in the choices and the ideas that you've made or come up with, right? Because this is putting you on a path towards fulfillment in you know, many aspects of life. You want to do what makes you happy, what's going to fulfill you, what's going to take care of you, prosper you, right? And you want to do something, look at that. You want to do something that's going to be beneficial to you, whether it be as a single person or as a family in your home life with the 10 of Cups. You want to make progress, right? Look. That's what flew out. It says, by staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. So yeah, we already, you know, had the idea that this was a choice with that number 2 that you had to make. One that would lead to, you know, security, stability, and ultimately your happiness. Okay, so stack number 1, this is your reading. I'll leave you here. If you feel that this connects and has helped you, by all means, please do leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notifications to support this channel so you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box. Please check out my Etsy page to see what readings I have available, and you can book a reading whenever one is up and available. Sometimes they're sold out, so just making you aware. But stack number 1, trust that you will make the right choice is kind of what I want to say with this. Okay, so much love to you, blessings, be safe out there, take care, and keep shining. Stack number 2, you chose the Witch's Tarot. I will be using that for you, but I want to grab first a fortune card because I want to see what your finances, your money situation is going to look like in a month's time. What will that look like? 1 month's time, what will finances, money, career look like for you? Okay. All right. It says Chariot. Could be Cancer energy, you or somebody else, but it says charge ahead with confidence, stay strong, and focus. So don't give up, right? So let's see. Money, career, finances, and 1 month's time for stack number 2 viewers. What will that situation look like? Money, career, finances, stack number 2 viewer. What will that look like for you? All right, so we have the Judgment, the 5 of Wands. Okay, I kind of see what this is looking like. All right, so the Judgment energy is about a full-on need to kind of liberate yourself from anything that could be holding you back. With this 5 of Wands, sometimes it can be an internal situation within oneself that creates inner conflict. Fives are also about feeling challenged about something. And then not only can the challenges be within ourselves, but they can also reflect in our everyday life outwardly. So it kind of gives the vibe that there's something you have to let go of, maybe even a mindset in regards to what's possible for you financially or career-wise, because this card is indicating, hey, keep moving ahead, keep pressing forward, because there's really nothing that can stop you or hold you back if you are, confident and focused, right? And this is that need to kind of free yourself from any form of limitation that would kind of bring you back down to a lower level. And this is kind of like the need to rise above some of the things that maybe are either in the mind or circumstance, because sometimes circumstance can make you feel like you have no control over a situation, right? So sometimes our mind tells us that we have no control over things, and then our circumstance kind of tries to reiterate that idea, and then it's like a vicious cycle, and where we feel internal conflict in regards to the path that we're on, whether that be personal goal related, career related, even financial related, right? So it's kind of like this is giving words of encouragement. That's what this feels like. It's like there's a need to be confident in what you're doing or the path that you've chosen, or the direction that you feel yourself going in, not to give up on yourself, because it really does feel like it's a matter of freeing yourself of any kind of, I almost want to feel like a yoke, right? Because it's like there's things that in an everyday life that will try to weigh you down, right? So it's kind of like free yourself, and I know it's not like a 10 of wands here, but it's like free yourself of that yoke, because all it's doing is creating limitation for you unnecessarily, when it's like here you are ready to kind of move forward, but there are circumstance, whatever that may be, whoever that may be, that may try to make you think that it's not possible, and then there's your own mind that will also play that game with you too. So it's kind of like get rid of that any way possible, any way to heal that you personally feel comfortable with, whether it be meditation or mental, what do they call that? Affirmation exercises, all that kind of stuff. Because this Five of Wands is like battling within oneself. That's kind of what I'm feeling from this. There's a battle within oneself, right, with this Five of Wands. And there's a need to liberate yourself from that. Okay, because all it's doing is kind of having you either pedal in place, or it's like that vibe of, 5 steps forward, or 5 steps backward, 2 steps forward, or what is it, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like that hamster wheel. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. So it's like, get off that hamster wheel, because it's like, remember, you're possible. You have everything within you that you need to move forward in whatever direction you choose. Don't focus on the negative things perhaps at the moment, because it's just creating conflict and challenge and obstacles that don't need to be there, because you could easily release yourself from it. It's kind of feeling like it's just a state of mind. But then I get it, I get it. We see our outer circumstances, maybe money or finances and career doesn't feel like it's making progress, or it's not really moving. We see all those things, physically telling us that everything stinks. And, it's like, then we have to try to convince our mind that it's not, get real, like, that kind of thing. So I totally get it, right? But it is kind of like the magic of the mind, though. It's a hard concept to wrap your head around, to be honest, but it is the magic of the mind, because we are electric beings. We have the energy field within ourselves to kind of shift our perspective and co-create our reality. And I know that takes convincing, right? But if you start putting it to practice, you'll start to see how it does shift for you. But one way that you start to shift things when you understand how the magic works is by doing this with the Judgment energy, freeing yourself of the mental limitation, okay, that would tell you things aren't moving, that everything's messed up, So let's take a look. Finances, money, career. In 1 month's time, what is that going to look like for you? Okay, yeah, see, look, a lot of self-reflection. Yeah, and we do have the eye on the heart, so it's kind of looking inward, right? And it's kind of giving me the vibe of like, you know, the magic is within. That's why the eye is here. It kind of feels like the third eye. You know, the third eye, the eye within, is the one that has a higher perspective, right? And sometimes you get caught up in the physical aspects and you fail to see what your soul inherently knows is your truth. So it's kind of like operate from that truth, not from what you see on the external, because that necessarily doesn't have to be your reality forever. It's all a matter of doing the inner work to have that then projected in your outer world. Again, these are exercises and things that we all need to work on every once in a while when we find ourselves in a funk. So I'm kind of getting that there might be some of that going on. You might find yourself in a funk, maybe even in your finances, you know, maybe with a career you're not happy with or something like that, stack number 2. And it just seems like, can I ever get ahead? That's what the Five of Wands is saying. Can I ever freaking get ahead? The Chariot is kind of, you know, pushing itself along, wanting to get ahead, but a lot of it starts with your own self-confidence, your own strength and determination and will. How focused are you? You know, what outcome do you want to focus on? Are you going to focus on the one that you're currently, you know, experiencing? Is that going to be the projected outcome forever? Or are you going to focus on the outcome you deserve to see? Like, what is it you want to see for yourself? Focus on that, because the more you focus and put your energy towards the positive outcome you want to see, the more magic you're going to create toward it. So that way that is the outcome. Okay. So let's see if we can get a playing card. Sorry, I feel like number 2, your reading is more or less a lesson on, you know, how to co-create your world, lesson on manifestation, right? Or encouragement on not to give up on that thing. Even though the outer circumstances might say otherwise, you can't give up on the dream, right? Yeah, I always tell people, you're actually manifesting. Okay, I always like, it's crazy, I always mess up my own quotes. It's like, it's this idea of the future you, right, is living the dream you're manifesting right now. Point blank, period. Okay? The future you is living the dream that you are manifesting and creating right now. Okay? Just remember that. Okay. Look at that. Future forward card, 3 of Wands. I don't try to understand everything in nature. I just look at it and enjoy it. Yeah, be present in the moment too, right? That's also another trick to kind of creating your life, being self-actualized, right? But the 3 Wands is all about that future forward energy. You put in the work now, trust that it will eventually return to you. It will eventually come back to you. So whatever it is that you're giving towards your dream, your focus, your personal goal, the wishes of your heart, it doesn't really matter. Whatever it is that you want for yourself, to improve your prosperity and your abundance, it's more or less like the moment's right now, and it will come back to you, right? So time is precious, right? So the present moment is so important, because it's actually putting energy towards the future outcome. Like I said earlier, the 3 of Wands is that moment where you're patiently waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for the return on that investment. And you know what? Energy is an investment. So what are you putting your energy or investing your energy into? Consider, is it positive thoughts, okay, towards your goal, or is it in a negative aspect? So again, it's waiting for that investment to come back, and trust, right, that depending on where you're putting your energy, that may deliver what the outcome will be, right, in the future. So again, the 3 of Wands also is a card of travel, maybe long distance. So if some of you are maybe considering moving somewhere, again, the Chariot also talks about movement, so travel, making moves which would take you long distance, right? Maybe freeing yourself from an old place or an old job, possibly. There may be some obstacles and some conflict in regards to doing so, but if you have taken a deep look at yourself and it's honestly what you feel led to do, follow through with it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that as well. So yeah, let me grab one of these. Oh, okay. We have two that fell out. Wow, okay. Look at that. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. So yeah, you don't stop now, because look what's on the other side of this, right? The sun, success and achievement and great fortune, prosperity is on the other side of this, right? It may feel like a lull or an energy where you're just running into obstacles after obstacle with this Five of Wands, like, you know, it's kind of like roadblock after roadblock is kind of what I'm getting from this. But stay focused, all right? Stay focused on your hustle, because eventually this is all going to pan out and you're going to start achieving things, right? Look, breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. So didn't I say it's all about the mind, right? So self-limiting talk or anything that's keeping you in a negative vibration towards the outcome you want to see, we got to break that habit, right? Right? You got to start thinking positively about yourself. That's what I'm getting from that. Wow. That's just confirming. So let's grab one of these. This is a Starseed Oracle. Okay. Look at that. Magnificent. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough, so start believing it is what I want to say, okay? Start believing it, number 2. So this is your reading. This is beautiful. If you feel that this has connected and helped you, by all means, please go leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification to support this channel and so you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is check me out on Etsy. See what readings I have available, because sometimes they're sold out, okay? They're sold out. I'm so sorry. But I will always relist and repost readings as I complete them, okay? So check out, see what I have available, and if something is available, feel free to book a reading whenever you're led to, okay? So much love and blessings to you. Be safe out there. Keep shining, number 2. Stack number 3, you've chosen the Mystic Monday Tarot, okay? And I'm going to read that for you, but I want to get it out the way first because I want to grab from the fortune card deck here for your finances, your career, your money situation in 1 month's time. We want to know what that will look like, okay? So this will give us some insight first before we grab the tarot. Okay, it says hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and possibility. Okay. So Star is also Aquarius energy, so I don't know if that's you or somebody else you're dealing with. So it looks like a month from now, the difficulties will dissipate with that energy, right? So it says look forward to abundance and happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity in many forms, I guess. So let's see. Money, finances, career. What is that going to look like in 1 month's time for you, stack number 3 viewer? Okay. Temperance. Wow. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. That's very nice. So we have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. It does talk about healing. And then we have the Fool energy, which is brand new energy, right? So this is kind of saying there's a breakthrough. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Hard times are over. Look forward to abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, positivity. We have the healing temperance card, which is also about healing the financial situation. So in a month's time, it looks like the finances will heal themselves, improve. Your career situation might also turn for the better. We have this balancing act of the 2 cups with the temperance energy. So it's kind of like finding solutions, a happy medium or happy equilibrium to your financial situation, to your money situation, maybe to the career, personal goal situation. So anything that maybe you were struggling with before, it looks like you're going to be putting that behind you now, because the Full energy is here and it releases baggage, right? It travels very lightly. It's more carefree and optimistic about what lies ahead. So the future looks promising in regards to money, career, and finances, where you're going to be able to just take steps forward without the heavy baggage of worry and difficulty of what maybe you have been through before. So yeah, I just feel this vibe of like you going about your journey or going into the future feeling very lighthearted. and happy with the outcome of the way things have turned out. So I am kind of getting the vibe of like a hindsight 2020 coming from this. Like you endured the hardships or a difficult moment, maybe in a career situation or a financial or personal goal situation. You dealt with the worst of it. So this is kind of confirming that that phase is over. So let's say right now you're struggling with something. In a month from now, this is going to clear the way. Okay, it's kind of like the clouds will part, the sun is going to shine and come out, right? And you're going to be feeling a little bit more positive about the way things are looking. So things are going to start looking up in a month from now. And it's like solutions will be made, and you'll find the answers that you're looking for to maybe a financial situation or a career situation, because again, it's about problem solving, okay, with the temperance energy. And I feel that from the temperance, because when I think of like a bartender, right, I do think of the temperance card. You have all this, like, just these unique ingredients. They may not get along, but somehow when you put them all together, they make something beautiful, right? So it's kind of like there's a solution to a problem. There's a solution to every problem, in other words. What may seem like difficulty, what may seem like, is this ever going to pan out, right? When certain fractals and things come together, they create the perfect Big Bang moment, right? And sometimes those things have to kind of pan out. They have to kind of find their way into the mix, so everything ends up at this perfect time, at this perfect moment, for everything to fall into place, so that way you can be where you need to be at the right moment, at the right time, for everything to just work out, right? And sometimes we can fail to see that bigger picture. So this is kind of what I'm getting from this. It's like, take a step back, look at it from an outside looking in perspective, because there are certain things that kind of have to fall into place, certain ingredients that have to find their way into the mix. And once they do, you can trust that things are going to line up, so that way you can start moving forward properly, right? That's what I'm getting from this. So let me see. Yeah, and again, once you realize that things are starting to pick up, you're going to feel a lot lighter. So again, the removal of baggage, no, it's not. There's not going to be any of that difficulty weighing you down anymore, or keeping you from taking steps forward, and feeling more confident in the journey ahead. So let's take a look. Let's see if we can get one card. Okay, so yeah, where things are kind of hidden from you at the moment and you can't see, they may not be 100% clear at the moment, right? That's not going to be forever. That's why it's saying hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness and enthusiasm. So where things are kind of not clear at the moment, right? They will start to make sense. Right? Like I said, every little ingredient has to fall into place, the right time, at the right moment. And then eventually, you know, the sun comes out, the stars start shining and leading the way, and, you know, you can eventually open up your eyes and you start to see the bigger picture, right? So let's see if we can get a playing card. Okay, Bob Ross. Look at that. We don't make mistakes, we just have happy accidents. That's right. So 8 of Cups is about walking away, right? From a situation that maybe isn't helping or serving. Again, I have to reiterate the idea of you walking away from something. Walking away kind of feels like walking away from the hard times, right? As in this card. You're walking away from the hard times and you're entering this energy of the Fool, which is brand new energy. You know, the world is your oyster. You can pretty much plan it out, make it any way you wish or choose. The journey is yours to be had, right? So it's like walking away from things in the past, and the mountain is in the background, so I can't help but think of like an obstacle. So walking away from obstacles, anything that was maybe holding you down, not letting you thrive. It is a soul searching card, and it's always looking for better. It's always looking to improve. It's looking for more, because the Eight of Cups is not satisfied with just 8 cups. It deserves, and it knows it deserves 9 cups. It knows it deserves and desires 10 cups. You see? So whatever wasn't working before, it's a matter of kind of, all right, we're done with that chapter. We're over that, right? It's time to now move into something more prosperous. Better times are ahead with the Fool card. So what seems hidden from me right now, or seems like a loss here with the Eight of Cups, things are not going to stay like that forever. A month from now, things are going to start looking up. They're going to start healing. I'm going to get, you're going to get better. We're all going to get better. Right? Things are going to start improving. Hard times will be over, and we can look forward to much more positive things, right? So yeah, this energy is making its way out, I feel, and slowly but surely you are taking the steps necessary to kind of walk away from it, right? Because nobody wants to stay in that vibe forever, and difficult times don't last forever either. Life is all about ups and downs and flux, right? So, it's kind of like we can appreciate the happy times that much more when we've been strong enough to endure the difficult times too, right? So it has to be balance. Again, the Temperance card, it can't all be downhill all the time. Things got to eventually pick themselves back up, right? And it's only up from here. When you've been all the way down here, it's only up, right? So this is the kind of thing that I'm seeing here. You walking into a better situation, possibly after maybe walking away from something or someone or a mindset that wasn't really working, and from just, let's put it this way, a difficult situation, right? So when the hard times are over, we walk in the direction towards what's better for us, right? So it's like leaving the hard and difficult things behind and walking into a positive future. Okay, so I'm going to grab a final oracle card for you. This is the Making Magic. Okay, so this little oracle right here. Let's see. So things are looking up, all right? Say goodbye to the difficult times. Don't worry about what you can't see right now at the moment. Take that leap of faith into the future with the Fool energy. Because things are going to heal, things are going to get better in a month from now. And you can start making plans towards a positive future, okay? Okay, it says, the festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event, okay? It says, love charm, attract the lover, soulmate, or life partner, all right? With that Eight of Cups, hey, if this is a love reading trying to creep in here, it's possible that you could have walked away from a certain someone, right? And you're on the path to kind of trying to manifest someone better. That's a possibility. You could meet them in a public place somewhere, right? So it kind of feels like good times are ahead of you with this one, okay? And it might put you on a path towards something you love as well with that. I'm just seeing like just basically overall improvement. Better things are on the way. Patience, yeah. Be patient, allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Absolutely. And that's kind of the vibe I was getting, where I said all these little things got to fall into place in order for you to be at the right place at the right time, in order to then take steps forward towards your goals, or, your financial situation improving, or maybe a career change. Again, if you're walking away from a job you hate with the Eight of Cups, I could see that. But yeah, I definitely do feel like this is an energy of like, just be patient. Things will heal, they will work out, and you'll be able to start to see that light at the end of the tunnel with the star energy, right? And you'll have your moment to move forward into the sun, okay? Even though they're kind of uncertain right now, or they look uncertain, this is basically saying to have patience, okay? Let it unfold, at its own pace. So stack number 3, this is your reading. I will leave you here. If you feel that this has helped and connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification to support this channel and so you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is check out my my Etsy page, see what readings I have available. Sometimes they are sold out, I'm just letting you know, but I always do relist them. So check out to see what I have available, and you can book a reading whenever you feel led to. So much love and blessings to you. Keep shining, take care, be safe, and I'll see you soon.